Hello, darling. Hello. Hello, and welcome to Sara
and Amanda's Queer Kid Roundup. Yeah, we're moms. We're dorks. You knew that.
Yeah, we're super dorkalicious. That's what Daddy says.
Oh, I like it.
Meow. We're here to round you up and tell you how much we love you.
A lot.
Tons.
Are we done?
Yeah.
That was it.
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Go
Bye.
get a job. Send the checks. Today we're going to talk about a hot topic, and man, it's a mother.
It's a big one. Today we want to talk about depression.
So there's a couple of different kinds of depression. There's clinical depression, which means that you are diagnosed by a professional as being clinically depressed.
And you have a chemical imbalance that might need some medication to fix.
Right.
Which, not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
It's, the...
Go ahead, grasp.
You know what? Nobody gives diabetics a hard time because their body doesn't produce insulin.
No.
So you shouldn't give yourself a hard time if your body's not producing the right chemical. You need to stay afloat.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? When I have a cold, I need to take a cold pill. And I have to stop the mucus from running out of my nose. So what we do is we just go ahead and do what we need to do in a productive, skillful, well-informed manner. Mm-hmm. And we get some help. So not every time you feel bad, is that clinical depression?
No. In fact, a lot of being a teenager is a lot of really big feelings that you don't know what to do with.
What are those feelings generated from?
Hormones.
Biochemistry.
Your naughty bits.
Yeah. So that can be really overwhelming. And then when you just heap on top of it that you are LGBTQ plus, man, oh man, you have got like the ultra super sauce of sometimes a challenge.
Especially if the hormones that you're being flooded with are not the ones that you identify with.
Yeah, it could be very contradictory, which is a big word for confusing. So you've got hormones, you've got, people's expectations, you've got a community of what people are going to think. And now you've got all these feelings and chemicals, and holy moly, what do we do with them? We get help.
That's what we do.
We get help for them. Let's get some help. She's not quite trained up yet.
Not yet.
We're getting there. Yeah. So, Amanda, tell us about what it's like if you are clinically depressed. Do you have any experience with it?
Oh, I have so much experience with that. I am on many different medications, and it's funny because when my medications are not strong enough, I always feel like a broken, horrible human being. I feel like there's something wrong with me. Like, why can't I just exist like everyone else? I'm such a loser that I need a pill to help me. And then the second my meds get straightened out, it's like, duh, who cares?
That's right. Nobody cares.
It's like it's like a diabetic taking insulin.
Got to do what you got to do.
Their body didn't make enough, so they take a little something to help it out.
Only under the guidance of a professional person with a medical degree.
Now, that is the most important part, because there's a lot of kids who try and self-medicate with things like booze and weed, and guess what? It only makes it worse.
Yeah, engaging in behavior that's not going to be good for you, like being extra promiscuous or putting yourself in dangerous situations. Emphasis on danger. Will Robinson. Danger. No.
Don't do that.
No me gusta. So what you need to do is find your resources. You have to be resourceful. You could say, I don't have a resource. You have to get empowered, get beyond the pain just long enough to reach out and use some resources.
And also,
then you'll get to the other side, won't you?
Yes, definitely. Things will get better. Maybe not as soon as you want them to,
like right now.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
I like things to get better somewhere between now and right now. That's my favorite.
That is my big personality thing that I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm not working on
sitting through it.
Yeah.
And waiting.
Yeah.
Patience.
Like this.
I don't do patience.
Yeah, that's a T. Back to the resources.
Back to the resources.
I'm working through it. I'm rolling.
And the thing is, too, you have to be smart about your resources. Not every doctor is going to be a fit for you. And if the doctor that you're seeing or the therapist that you're seeing or the person that's counseling you doesn't make you feel better, then they're not the one for you. And you definitely need to find another.
Yeah, there's lots of them out there. It's kind of like, not everybody likes a particular hamburger. They love their own kind of hamburger, their own fast food place that they love. But that doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that you have to find the right fit. Like any physician or any counselor or any tutor or any best friend. You really got to shop around. You got to find what's going to fit together. What's gonna fit together.
My little monkey hands can't fit in your big long.
Yeah, even though we're 70 feet tall. I'm not the right fit for you. Find a better fit. So, if you maybe are not clinically depressed, because then you would see a professional medical person, what sometimes do you think, like when you're really overwhelmed with your thoughts and feelings? What about that?
Well, there's a couple of different ways you can go with it. One of the best ways is call a friend.
Yay.
Especially one who gets you. So you can say, you know what, I'm having that awful overwhelmed feeling. And they'll say, I'll be there in 2 seconds. Let's go get ice cream. And will help take your mind off it. Another thing that I do, I call it...
Here it comes.
I like to microfocus.
Yeah. Wow.
And that means I push all, just like laser.
Do you feel?
I push all the other thoughts out of my brain.
I'm doing it right now.
You're microfocusing?
Yeah.
You look very fierce and badass when you microfocus.
Microfocusing. Keep talking.
Okay, you can microfocus. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I do it like this?
No, you keep
okay.
talking. I'm distracting them from you. So it'll pass. It'll pass. You will get through it. Sometimes it takes short time, sometimes a long time, sometimes. But I have to tell you, it's a great skill for you to acquire when you're young.
Yes.
Because, man, you're not going to be depressed about something once. It comes around a couple times in a lifetime. Some people more, some people less. But, man, it can be really hard. So get those skills. You got to get those coping skills.
Coping skills.
Get them skills.
Also, as a teenager, there are a truckload of hormones running through your body.
Oh.
So there are going to be times when you just have these huge emotions for no reason.
They hit you like this.
And it's awful. And people will be like, what's wrong with you? What's your problem? And you're just like, I don't know. I just hate everything. That's called being a teenager. Again, this will pass.
Or a grown-up.
Or a grown-up, yeah. These will pass. So then what you need to do is figure out how to get yourself through the tough times.
That's the resources and the skills.
And the skills. I always say that there are some times that there's some thoughts that are just not allowed in my head.
Just because you have a thought doesn't mean it's worthy of you.
No. And what I do is I microfocus, meaning I work on a coloring book, or I take my dogs for a walk, or I focus absolutely every ounce of my energy on something else until that thought pisses off.
I will sometimes just go to YouTube and turn on inspirational talks because I might wake up in a cranky mood and I'm like, I have way too much to do today to be sad about whatever. So I will find something that's inspirational to me, and I will let somebody tough talk me out of it on the internet. Now, that's because I do not have as severe of an issue as my friend. So we are two examples of different ways that you might feel.
Somebody once said, don't listen to the people who know you the least. Listen to the people who know you the best.
And people will show you who they are. Let them. Take note. If there are people who are berating other people in the cafeteria or constantly cliques that are exclusionary, then forget about it. Then just don't hang out with those people because they're showing you who they are. Technical difficulties.
Yes, no, absolutely. Who is it? Maya Angelou who said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it.
Believe them. Yeah. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
So don't say, oh, but normally she's really nice.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't.
But, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Take good care of yourself. Mind your mind. Remember your truth. And when you need assistance, don't judge yourself. Go get help. Okay? Thanks for joining us. And remember that we love the heck out of you.
Love you.
Mwah. Cannot say the F word. We won't be monetized.
Honey.
So anyway, the thing about the big D is that this too shall
Wait,
pass.
no, the big D. Just depression.
Yeah. Maybe I said something I didn't know I was saying. But you Oh,
That big
oh
D.
no. No,
Not
talking-
that D.
Not that one. No. The depression. Ow! Segue. Quick, throw one in there.